Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Brissett. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Watch the run. Slam. 25, check to hit.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry for James Conner. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
16 yards. First down, Steelers. Check. Watch 54. They can't hang with us. Kill. Undercut. Switch.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Bengals' 12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Brissett. And he is all the way up past the 25. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Don't throw this way.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch 98, 55.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down now, Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Dalton to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On second down, Brissett again. And he connects with Vance McDonald.
Let's go, baby.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Steeler first down.
6-0 our score after one. Brissett to throw on first. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To try again after the sack. Brissett going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there. 54, Mike. I got one. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, here's Brissett. This is Johnson. He's got it. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat. And
blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down, Steelers.
Here we go.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Conner. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Play action now. Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Third
Here we go. Check. Watch it before. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
On third down, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Dalton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen. Picked off at the 36. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 16, Dalton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Pick 6, baby.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Brissett. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brissett. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check. Here we go.
9-3. Get up.
To throw again, Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Johnson, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
Dalton now to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vince Williams.
Sack, baby.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
15 yards. That's good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing again. Dalton. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. Double dog. Double dog. That's the way. Come to me. It's me. Mike 5-4. Mike 4.
Brissett sets to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. Johnson was the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here you go, Cam.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Green.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They start the drive with counter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. And the Steeler first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Brissett. Johnson's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Spawn. No. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Steelers 17. Bengals 12.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Dalton. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
198. Watch 98.
Hands up. And let's pin the mirrors back.
Check nickel.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return. Stops. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Brissett. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
54.
Brissett. And the catch made by Johnson.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Kill. Check 24, check 24.
Throwing, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of...
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So Dalton now. That's complete to John Ross. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
98 for Mike. Right here. Switch.
368.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 43.
He's checking.
Now Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got it. You got it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, go, D. Kill.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check 50, check 50. Bang, 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 bang.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Connor. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
36.
Again, it's Connor. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.